What's up guys, Alpha Stoutland here, and with Pokemon Sun and Moon just around the corner, Pokemon's 20th anniversary looks like it's gonna end big. Alola looks awesome, and I like all the new Pokemon, especially Youngster. But all these new creatures and features have me thinking of what other changes are coming. I mean heck, it was just last generation we got the Fairy type, stat buffs, and Mega Evolutions, the latter of which turned the metagame on its head. While these changes have been quite enjoyable and fun for the most part, one issue I've had for a while is that with Mega Pokemon, Pokemon that were already powerful have become even more powerful. Okay, well maybe not Garchomp. And while I do enjoy this new mechanic, many Pokemon have sadly been overlooked and left at the wayside. These Pokemon are typically your novelty Pokemon, or HM Slave. Pokemon that typical players never use again once they get enough badges, or find another Pokemon that's quote-unquote better. It's a toxic cycle that the Pokémon Company doesn't really seem to care much about altering, and it keeps the game unbalanced and quite frankly unfair to a lot of Pokemon and a lot of Pokemon fans. Sure, we have Mega Kangaskhan, Mega Beedrill, and Mega Lopunny, but so many other Pokemon like Magcargo, Quillfish, Corsola, Farfetch'd, Wormadam, and Lumineon are left with either mediocre stats, limited move pools, or a combination of the two. And with competitive Pokemon the way it is, many simply don't have what it takes to compete in a predictable yet hostile metagame. I could easily list like 50 Pokemon in the situation, but the one I'll be focusing on today is Ledian, an easily forgettable Pokemon whose less than impressive stats have kept it out of competitive play essentially since it began. While a Mega Evolution could make it better, I believe Ledian needs to evolve into a Fairy type, more precisely a Bug Fairy type, and it's time I tell you why. To start off, let's look at Lydian's stats. Yeah, Lydian's stats are worse than Mark Wahlberg's acting. While its special defense is surprisingly high and it has decent speed, everything else is pitifully low. This hinders it both offensively and defensively, even with a surprisingly expensive move pool and Swarm and Iron Fist as abilities. This just doesn't fit a fully evolved Pokemon, as a final evolution should reward you for taking the time to train and level up your Pokemon. It's also noteworthy that Ledian evolves from Ledyba at level 18, a relatively low level for a final evolution, since most Pokemon reach their second stages around this level, so it certainly isn't a stretch to work in an evolution for Ledian. Plus, having access to Eviolite could make Ledian a decent special wall. As far as evolution methods go, Ledian could evolve by level up around level 30 or so, but I believe evolving it with a Moonstone or a Shiny Stone would be more appropriate. Light, the Moon, and the Stars are all associated with Fairy types, as well as Fairy type moves like Moonlight, Moonblast, and Dazzling Gleam. Or, since it's evolving into a Fairy type, and it's active at night, it could evolve at night by using a Fairy type move in battle and leveling up. Oddly enough, Ledian doesn't have a single Fairy type move in its arsenal, but the shift from X and Y to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire gave Cacturne's Spiky Shield and Delphoc's Dazzling Gleam, so Game Freak could just add Fairy type moves to Ledian's move pool in a later generation. While still on the topic of nighttime, the moon, and the stars, Ledian's various PokéDex entries state its relationship with the cosmos. When the stars flicker in the night sky, it flutters about, scattering a glowing powder. Huh, funny. That sounds familiar. The spot patterns on its back grow larger or smaller depending on the number of stars in the night sky. It is said that in lands with clean air, where the stars fill the sky, there live Ledian in countless numbers. There is a good reason for this. The Pokemon uses the light of the stars as its energy. If all that doesn't add up to a Fairy type, then we need to change Clefairy back to a normal type. No! There's also something worth mentioning about Ledian's pre-evolution, Ledyba. In the Generation 6 games, Ledyba's in-game sprite's eyes were designed to have crescent-shaped irises instead of simply reflecting light like in past games. It's not much, but it's a nice subtle hint to its evolved form's power being reliant upon starlight, and it could hint even further to a hidden power that ultimately comes to fruition in a Fairy type evolution. This final point would probably have been the most convincing evidence for my theory, had Nintendo's E3 gameplay of Pokemon Sun and Moon not proven me wrong. This footage showed off Route 1, where we saw some of the Pokemon found here. Guess what Pokemon shows up right as you start your journey through Alola? Ledyba. This got me so excited because getting Ledyba early on means you get Ledian early too, and that would give a trainer plenty of time to obtain Ledian's final evolution. Or at least it would have, if it wasn't confirmed Ledyba had only one evolution in its Pokédex entry. Thanks, Nintendo. So unless Game Freak decides to work in an evolution before release, or update the game later with new Pokemon in Smash Bros. Fashion, I doubt we get this evolved form of Ledian until Generation 8. But I can wait. As for a name for this evolution, I decided on Ledios. Do you like it? It's Ladybug and Cosmos. You know, because fairy types are associated with the cosmos. Plus it keeps the LED in Ladybug and Ledian and keeps 6 letters in its name. Short and simple. We should definitely consider the competitive aspect of Ledios, since we're trying to make Ledian competitively viable. A bug fairy Pokemon would be the first of its kind, and while Ledios would still have 5 weaknesses, it would lose its 4-time weakness to rock, so less stealth rock damage. And since it's not a mega, it can hold an item, so that works offensively as well. As far as stats go, I would say Ledios would be the bug type equivalent of Florges. Huge special defense, good special attack, lower defense, and low attack. However, I would like to see some HP and speed gain, as it likely will utilize its wings as a fairy and an insect to move around quickly. I'm thinking stats like these could be quite nice, and not too overly powerful, while also giving Ledios something to work with. Plus, looking at Lydian Stats, it seems more prone to evolve into a fast special wall with decent special attack. I know it has Iron Fist as a hidden ability, but with base 35 attack, it just needs to be a special attacker. Or we could have a male Ledian evolution that's bug fighting to take advantage of that huge physical move pool, and have the fairy type evolution specifically for females. It could evolve by using a fighting type attack in the daytime. Heracross does need a friend. Just a quick thought. Back to Ledios. In regards to abilities, I could see Ledios having abilities like Adaptability, Magic Guard, Serene Grace, Tinted Lens, or Shield Dust. The latter being in reference to Ledian releasing Glowing Powder. Wait. Ledios should get the move Powder! Or maybe just keep Swarm as an ability and have Early Bird change into one of these abilities when Ledian evolves. And that's all I've got for today. I really hope Game Freak considers shaking up the metagame by helping lesser used Pokemon like Ledian, whether it's through evolution, ability changes, or changes to their base stats. Sadly, it may just be wishful thinking because Game Freak and Nintendo aren't known for listening to their fans. Well, except Charizard finally becoming a Dragon type. But I'm really trying to be optimistic here because maybe, just maybe, Generation 7 and generations afterward will not only bring new regions, but a new way to play competitive Pokemon. One more suited for Pokemon fans of all ages, skill levels, and preferences to use the Pokemon they enjoy and love. Whether it's Stoutland, Conkeldurr, Maractus, Garchomp, Charizard, or even Ledian. Let's make Pokemon great again. One battle at a time. Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm honestly really proud of this theory. Kinda makes me feel like MatPat or Noggin. Seriously, I love these guys. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to my channel to join the pack. Also, feel free to comment below what new Pokemon evolutions you guys would like to see in the Alola region. If you want to see what I usually do on my channel, click here to watch one of my Happy Wheels episodes. It's honestly one of my favorite games to play for the channel, and I think you'll like it. Until next time guys, God bless, and thanks for watching.